What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And if you follow the New England Patriots closely, you already know that this offseason has been one of the most action-packed, most talked about roster-building stretches this franchise has seen in years. But today, we are breaking down a move that genuinely caught people off guard, a surprise addition that tells you everything about where Mike Vrabel and Elliott Wolf are trying to take this team in 2026. So if you are a Patriots fan or just a football junkie who loves roster strategy and unexpected moves, you are in exactly the right place. Let's get into it. First, a little bit of context, because the background here makes this story so much richer. The New England Patriots entered the 2026 NFL Draft holding 11 picks, one of the largest hauls in the entire league. That kind of draft capital gives an organization options. You can build through the draft. You can trade up to get premium talent, or you can use picks as currency to swing for a veteran star. And the Patriots did all three across a wild and active draft weekend. They traded up in the first round to grab Utah offensive tackle Caleb Lomu at number 28 overall. They jumped up again on day 2 to land Illinois edge rusher Gabe Jacas in the second round. They added Notre Dame tight end Eli Raridon in the third round. 4 total trades across the weekend. 9 picks total. It was an aggressive, forward-thinking draft that had fans and analysts buzzing. But what came after the draft is what really set social media on fire. Right after the dust settled on draft weekend, the Patriots wasted absolutely zero time adding to their roster. And one of the most shocking, most eyebrow-raising signings came in the form of wide receiver Kyle Dixon, a player who, when you hear where he came from, will make you do a double-take. Dixon did not play college football in the Power Four. He did not play in the SAC, the Big Ten, or the ACC. He did not even play in the FBS or the FCS. Kyle Dixon played his college football at Culver Stockton College, which competes at the NAIA level. That is right, New England signed a wide receiver straight out of the NAIA, which is about as far from the traditional NFL pipeline as you can get. And here's the part that makes it even more surprising. NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reported that Dixon's contract includes more than $250,000 in guaranteed money, specifically $252,500 in guarantees. For an undrafted free agent out of a non-Division I program, that number is stunning. You do not hand out that kind of guaranteed money to a player you think is just a camp body. That is the kind of investment you make in someone you genuinely believe has a real chance to stick on an NFL roster. So who exactly is Kyle Dixon, and why are the Patriots so excited about him? Standing 6'2" and weighing 220 pounds, Dixon is an absolute specimen at the wide receiver position. He attended Missouri's Pro Day, where he reportedly lit up the workout with a 40.5-inch vertical leap and a 10'11" broad jump, numbers that put him in elite athletic company among wide receiver prospects, regardless of what level of football they play. During his time at Culver Stockton, Dixon appeared in 22 games and hauled in 143 passes for 2,394 yards and 24 touchdowns. Those are video game numbers. The Patriots scouting department clearly saw something in this kid that went beyond his competition level, and the guaranteed money in his contract backs that up completely. This has strong echoes of the Chris Hogan story, another player with a background in a different sport who found himself thriving in a New England offensive system and went on to have major moments on the biggest stage in football. If Dixon can even remotely follow that path, this signing becomes one of the steals of the entire offseason. But Dixon is far from the only surprise addition the Patriots made in the days following the draft. New England also locked in 11 total undrafted free agents after the draft concluded, adding depth at multiple positions across the roster. They brought in offensive lineman Jacob Risey out of Harvard, a versatile interior lineman who can play both center and guard, and posted a remarkable 9.88 relative athletic score during the pre-draft process. They added cornerback Channing Canada out of TCU, a 5'11" corner, who ran a blazing 4.35-second 40-yard dash, numbers that put him in the 92nd percentile among cornerback prospects over the last 25 years. These are not random warm bodies being added to fill out a 90-man roster. These are targeted, athletic additions that fit exactly the kind of profile Elliott Wolf and Mike Vrabel have prioritized since taking over this organization. And here's the thing about the Patriots under this current regime, they have a genuine track record of finding diamonds in the rough after the draft. Last year, two of their undrafted rookie free agent signings ended up making the initial 53-man roster and contributing in meaningful ways. Receiver Efton Chisholm and edge rusher Elijah Ponder both came in as undrafted guys that nobody was talking about, and both ended up playing real snaps at the professional level in their rookie seasons. Ponder even had 4 sacks and a critical fumble recovery in the AFC Championship game. That is the culture Vrabel has built in New England, a culture where talent finds a way to the surface regardless of draft status or recruiting rankings, and where the coaching staff has enough confidence in their evaluation process to back it up with real guaranteed money. Now zoom out for a second and think about the bigger picture of what the Patriots are constructing here in 2026. Because these surprise post-draft additions do not exist in a vacuum. They are part of a much larger roster-building strategy that is clearly pointed in one direction, giving Drake May everything he needs to take a massive leap in his second NFL season. The offensive line is being built into something special. Caleb Lomu joins Will Campbell and Jared Wilson as elite athletes along the front 5, and free agent addition Elijah Vera Tucker gives May a guard who is a top 15 pick and one of the most technically refined blockers in the league when healthy. Romeo Doubs was brought in at receiver in free agency. Eli Raridon gives the offense a legitimate 3-down tight end. Fullback Reggie Gilliam was signed on a 3-year deal to bring a physical presence to the backfield. And hovering over all of it, like the biggest story in the entire NFL right now, is the near-certain post-June 1's trade for Philadelphia Eagles superstar wide receiver, A.J. Brown, which ESPN insider Adam Schefter has described as likely to get done and not hard to finalize. If and when Brown arrives in Foxborough, this offense transforms overnight into one of the most dangerous units in the AFC. So, when you add it all up, the aggressive draft, the surprising UDFA signings with real guaranteed money, the looming A.J. Brown trade, and a coaching staff that has already proven it can develop overlooked talent, what you are looking at is a Patriots organization that is building with both urgency and intelligence at the same time. They are not waiting. They are not rebuilding slowly and quietly. They are stacking the deck around their young franchise quarterback and daring the rest of the AFC to keep up. This is a genuinely exciting time to be a Patriots fan and an exciting time to follow this team, because moves are happening fast and the roster is taking shape in ways nobody fully predicted. If you want to stay locked in on every signing, every trade update, every roster cut, and every insider report as this offseason continues to develop, make sure you subscribe to this channel right now and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. Drop a comment below and tell me, are you buying into what the Patriots are building in 2026? And do you think Kyle Dixon could be the next big surprise story out of Foxborough? Let's talk about it in the comments. Like this video if it brought you the heat. Share it with your Patriots friends, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go New England!